and I ski the Kendra, and I love them.
Yeah.
And this is just a little bit wider, but soft. You know, it's forgiving, which I like. Yeah, it's fun. I don't want to give them back. Can I keep them?
Hi skiers, I'm Jeff from skiessentials.com. We're here to kind of round out this review of the Volkl Secret. You just saw Allie skiing it and talking a little bit about it. Really cool ski. We just wanted to kind of go a little deeper into the construction, so we thought we'd add on to what Allie had to say about it. You may have seen our Volkl Mantra review, the M5 Mantra, a few weeks ago, or maybe a little over a month ago at this point. Basically the same exact construction in the Secret, and overall very, very similar performance. So if you want to hear a little bit more or read a little bit more in the write-up for the Mantra, we went into a lot of detail about the construction of the ski and why it's unique. So that all kind of carries over into the Secret, so we invite you to check out the Mantra review if you haven't already. But yeah, this is another brand new ski for Volkl for 2019. This is essentially the women's version. Well, I want to say it's the women's version of the new Mantra, but it's a little bit different because the Mantra is 96 underfoot and the Secret is 92 underfoot. So getting a little bit narrower there, but that's not uncommon in the ski world. In fact, I would say it's getting more and more common to see waist widths shrink or expand as skis get shorter or longer. Blizzard's doing a lot of that right now with their Rustler series and the Shivas. So not surprised, you know, this is a 156, so if you had it at 96 underfoot in this 156, it would kind of change the way that the ski feels, change its performance a little bit. So it makes sense. It makes sense that they went narrower with this ski, and we'll just dive right in. We'll do a little quick recap of construction. It's their new Titanal frame construction, which again we talked about pretty deeply in the Mantra review. But let's kind of recap what's going on in this ski. It's a multi-layer wood core, and then there is a sheet of metal along the base, and then instead of a full sheet of metal on the top, there's these kind of elongated horseshoe-shaped sheets of metal that in the tip it ends right there, and there's nothing in the middle of the ski, and on the tail it ends right there, and again nothing in the middle of the ski, just this metal along the edges. So the theory is that you really, having metal along the edges of the ski is really where you get the most benefit. Again, there is that secondary full sheet on the bottom, but by removing the full metal laminate on the top of the ski, they've definitely given it a bigger sweet spot. We were comparing the Mantra to the previous version of the Mantra with its reverse camber shape and two full sheets of metal. It was pretty stiff, pretty demanding, and almost like to be skied off the heel a little bit. Somewhat of an interesting feel. Did change kind of depending on what kind of snow conditions you were in. But this new construction, and you could say this about the M5 Mantra or this new Secret, much bigger sweet spot. You can ski it in a more balanced stance, in my opinion. A little bit easier to keep your weight forward on this ski than it was on the previous version of the Mantra, or in this case the Aura. Which that brings me to an interesting topic here. I wouldn't say this is a replacement for the Aura, like the Mantra is a replacement for the Mantra. The Aura is gone from the Volkl line, but at 92 underfoot, to me this is a little bit more significantly different than the Aura than, say, the new Mantra is from the previous Mantra. But you know, it's a great ski, and it definitely, everything we said about the Mantra compared to the previous Mantra, you could say about the Secret compared to the Aura. That same kind of balanced feel. And it's still really capable in soft snow. Even though, you know, 9,200 foot, where we dropped 8 millimeters out of the width. The first day that we tested this ski, Allie skied it pretty much all day, and a few other people have skied it as well. But you know, there was like a foot of snow that day, and Allie wasn't having any trouble at all. And I think, you know, I haven't skied the Secret, but having spent some time on the Mantra, and that 4 millimeters of width isn't a huge difference. I definitely can understand why she was having a blast on this ski in soft snow. It's really, really fun. That extra longer sweet spot really, really comes to play into soft snow, in my opinion. And it gives it, you know, Allie kept kind of coming back to, you know, Allie's been a Volkl skier for some time now, and it's obvious, you know, when you start comparing this to their existing skis, it's a little wider than the Kenja, narrower than the Aura, but definitely those are kind of the skis that it's surrounding or in between. And Allie was kind of saying, you know, it's more forgiving than the Aura. The Aura was a fairly demanding ski, even though it was reverse camber. So more forgiving than the Aura. Still really, really fun and playful in soft snow. If anything, more playful in soft snow, because you get a little bit softer flex portion of the ski underfoot, and it does feel lighter as well. But it still rips carving turns. You're not getting, let's say, arguably, you're not getting the same kind of like blindly confident feel, super, super stable, tons of vibration damping like you do in the Kenja with those 2 full sheets of metal, but much, much, much more approachable for different ability levels. I think an intermediate could ski it and be just fine, where I wouldn't be very quick to recommend the Kenja to an intermediate, because like I said, it's a pretty demanding ski. And then I don't want to take anything away from this thing, because even though an intermediate can ski it, it still rips. I mean, let's not forget about the amount of metal in this ski with the full base sheet, and then these metal laminates along the edges. So, you know, when you're locked in a turn on your edge, you're basically getting full-length metal. I mean, two sheets of full-length metal, because you're not engaging the center of the ski. You're on the edge of the ski. Now, of course, there's no metal right underfoot, but that's actually giving you the ability to kind of make different turn shapes a little easier, and you really don't need that metal right underfoot. I think Volkl's really onto something. Not seeing many other companies do this kind of split metal on either ends of the ski, but it's really cool. So that's kind of the gist of the Volkl Secret. I think it's probably going to become a favorite among a lot of women skiers. It's super versatile. I think it could be a one ski quiver for a lot of people. Maybe more so here on the East Coast, but if you're a Western skier and you don't feel like you need something super wide for powder, again, we were skiing it in 12 inches of snow, and it did just fine. So, you know, super wide, super rocketed powder skis are fun, but if you don't feel like you need that, the Secret could easily be a one ski quiver and still ski some deeper snow conditions. So, yeah, just like the M5 Mantra, we're pretty excited about the Secret. I think it'll be interesting to see if Volkl carries this new construction into other skis in the future. I think only time will tell, but so far we're really impressed with it, and I think as you guys start to ski them, whether it's the Secret or the Mantra, I think you'll be pretty impressed too. We do have, obviously we have them now, they exist already. But we're actually not allowed to sell these, either the Mantra or the Secret, online yet. We do have them in our physical retail store in Stowe, Pinnacle Ski and Sports. So if you're interested, give us a call and we'll see what it would take to get you on a pair. Definitely a possibility there to get a pair right now. But yeah, that's the Volkl Secret. Another really impressive new ski from Volkl for 2019. Definitely shares a lot with the Mantra, shares almost everything with the Mantra except for lengths and waist width. And I'm going to do, I'll work in some close-up shots throughout this review because it's got some really cool subtle graphics in there. So yeah, as always, let us know if you have any questions in the comments. I'm sure there are a lot of skis out there that people are going to be curious how the Secret compares to. We talked about it in our most recent Blizzard review on the Rustler 9. This kind of 92 to 94 millimeter underfoot, and you know, let's bring it up to 96 so you can throw the Mantra in there too. That seems like it's becoming a very popular segment of skis for a lot of people. So I think I can already off the top of my head think of a lot of skis that I think are competing against the Secret, or that will compete against the Secret, or vice versa. So let us know if you're wondering about a specific ski, or you have a specific ski already, an all-mountain ski, and you're wondering how this compares to it. And of course, these will be included in our 2019 ski test. We're hosting that at Stowe later this month, and as I've mentioned before, the results will be published later in the summer, probably sometime in July, but maybe a little bit earlier. So, yeah, Volkl Secret. Let us know what you think. It's snowing right now in Stowe. Unfortunately, I'm going to go put this video together, but we're going to get back on the slopes tomorrow morning. Hopefully we pick up another 6 inches or so. Southern Vermont got like 30-something inches, and we got 6. So, go figure, but we'll see you on the slopes.